Alright. So, so I was 19, right? 18, 19. I think I was 19. And it was my first year in college at Purdue University. And being the guy that I am, I had a dealer, right? And this dealer had a girlfriend, as most dealers are wont to do. And she worked at the Lilly building, the small animals building, which was funny because my father was the head of maintenance at that building. So there's a little bit of a connection. And I knew a little bit about what went on in there. So this girl, she brings home 3 fucking chickens one day, right? And they're this comes in important later, so you gotta listen. This part, they were the 3 surviving chickens out of this 100 chicken experimental group. That was, I don't know what they're testing. Was part of it. And anyway, so she had these 3 chickens, and they I say chickens, but they're chicks. They're these little bitty, fucking, just tiny ass little chicks. And they're in the apartment. She stole it, and they were peeping all the time because that's what goddamn chickens do, right? So my dealer, he offers me a fucking quarter to take for free to take these goddamn chickens off his hand. And me being 19-year-olds, I'm like, fuck yeah. I mean, I have parents who live out in the country. They'll take these goddamn chickens. I grew up with ducks. I grew up with rabbits, like all kinds of fucking critters. My parents are not gonna deny goddamn chickens, right? Well, so I took the chickens, and I talked to my dad about the situation. My dad was like, wait, you have stolen chickens from the Lilly building? Like, yeah. And he's like, no, we're not going to take those chickens. I'm like, no, they just need a good home. Like, they're just chickens. And Dad's like, no, we're never going to take chickens. See, that should have been sign 1. That should have been the first thing that set me off about this whole situation, but it didn't. So I took the chickens, I got the quarter, and we kept them in the apartment. Now, I was living with a boy named Patty at the time. Patty was a little crazy, and that's alright. We all were at that point in time. But we had these chickens all of a sudden, and it was fun at first, but they never shut up. Like, they never shut up. I don't know if you know this about chickens, but they never, ever fucking shut up. That's just peep, 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 peep all the goddamn time. Just motherfucking peep, 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 peck, peck, scratch, scratch. That's what goddamn chickens do, So we had some friends over one night, and we're sitting around and we're thinking, like, how do we get these chickens to shut up? And us being fucking 19-year-old fucking college students, one of our first thoughts was, well, let's fucking try drugs. And because we were the type of college students that we had a lot of drugs laying around. Just all kinds of shit. But we, the 3 basics: alcohol, fucking marijuana, and LSD. I mean, it was late 90s. A lot of LSD going around in the late 90s. It was a good time. So, these 3 chickens, one of them, we poured a bunch of grain alcohol and not grain alcohol, I'm sorry, that was a misnomer right there. I don't know if misnomer is the right word either, but that was the wrong thing to fucking say. It wasn't grain alcohol, it was goddamn banana alcohol. Because I don't know why, but chickens fucking love bananas. It's almost creepy how much they'll be down with the banana. Because banana flavored alcohol, we fucking put it in there. And we separated it. All like control style and shit. We took one chicken, we put it in a controlled environment, aka another box, and we let this chicken fucking drink the banana fucking flavored alcohol. Now the chicken didn't shut up. It didn't work. It did not work. None of them worked, by the way. We're gonna throw that out there right now. But the banana alcohol chicken definitely did not work. It just got kind of an irregular beep, 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 peep, 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 and yes, the occasional hiccup. I swear to God, chickens can hiccup. Who knew? Who knew? But now we all know. See, the other chicken, we gave a little fucking, I mean, like, we had acid. It's one of those things. We had little paper shits. We took a little fucking, I mean, like a little bitty, little tiny ass fucking corner off of a hit of acid, and I mean, there's no kind way of putting this. We grabbed the chicken, we shoved it down its fucking throat. That's sorry, but that's what happened. And that chicken did not shut up. I'm not real happy about that chicken's reaction, but it definitely did not shut. And then it shut up for a minute or two, and then beep, 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 beep. It was nuts. It went, yeah, it was a little wild. And the other chicken, this one is my favorite chicken. This shit is funny. We had this little, what is it, fucking container, you know, like a food container, like a big soup container, you know, cylindrical plastic, you know, big old cup, fucking 44-ounce fast food cup, something like that, right? And so, but it was hard plastic and not foam. So we took this thing, right, and I melted a hole in the top, and I put a fucking bowl of weed in there, and I melted a hole in the side near the bottom, and I put a fucking stem in it, you know, or the stem of the pipe, so we can do that. And I packed full of weed, and I took the top off, and I put the chicken in it, and I put the lid back on, and we smoked our chicken. We totally smoked the chicken in this plastic container, and that was funny. It was very funny. And we put the chicken down. It fucking it was the funniest shit I ever saw. I stood there for a second. It kind of went peep, 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 peep. Looked around, and then it made a fucking beeline for the goddamn water. And I was like, cotton mouth, I understand that chicken. And then it made a beeline for the fucking food dish. And I was like, munchies, I got that too. Right on, fucking chicken. You are one stone chicken. But the whole time it was peeping, peep, 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 peep. And I went over, and I swear to God, after they ate its food, came in the middle of the fucking thing, and it sat right the fuck down, and went peep, 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 peep. Fucking dude, peep, peep. And it did. It said the words fucking and dude. It was amazing. That's yeah, that really happened. So anyway, after that, we had a great old night with the fucking fucked up chickens. It was hilarious. The acid one never fucked up. Oh my God. It was so bad. They never lost those traits to their peeping after that. One was off key because it was always fucking, it was amazing. Like, we seriously altered those chickens' brains. Like, we fucked them up. That definitely happened. But, so then, not only did we have peeping chickens that were peeping all the goddamn time, but we had peeping chickens whose peeps were no longer synchronized. There we go. They were no longer synchronized. They didn't mesh well. Now this gets on the brain after a little while. So after a couple days of these unsynchronized peepings from the goddamn chickens that were now always high, I wake up one morning to this girl Becky waking me up. And normally when this girl Becky woke me up, that was a good fucking day. But this time she woke me up by shaking me and going, "They're killing the chickens." And I was in bed, you know, I was all sleepy and shit. So I kind of rolled over and went, "They're not killing the chickens." And I tried to grab her and pull her down. It was a wonderful fucking time. But she stopped me and went, "No, Zach, really, they're killing the chickens." And at this point in time, I hear this thunk. And the only funk, that's a great sound. And the only thing I can think of that makes that sound is my motherfucking little crossbow bolt. I have a little pistol crossbow, right? Pull the thing back, thunk, does that. I'm like, are they fucking actually killing the goddamn chickens? So I get up and I run the fuck out there, and they are. They're killing the goddamn chickens, or at least they are absolutely trying their goddamnedest to kill the fucking chickens. They have this little pistol crossbow bolt I had. You know, it's like a little toy. It had little darts and shit like that. But it, you know, it's got a little bit of force. It'll fucking do some damage. And they're shooting these chickens with it, with pens and pencils. I have no arrows, darts, so they're little pens and pencils. And they're doing this shit, and fucking the things are going right through the chickens. And okay, this has been a story up until now. This is where the story gets weird, right? Now, think about everything I've said before and realize that now, right now, is when the story starts to get a little bit fucking weird. So, they're shooting these chickens with goddamn crossbows, and the chickens don't care at all. They're just walking around peeping and shit like that. And I walk out, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And they're like, no, seriously, watch this shit. And they show me, and like the chickens do not give a fuck. I'm like, huh, you're honestly killing the goddamn chickens, and they just really don't fucking seem to give a fuck. And the dudes are like, yeah, here, try. And I did. I shot one. Nothing happened. It was bizarre. It was really fucking weird. Like, the fucking pen or pencil would go through the chicken, stick into the goddamn cardboard on the other side, and the chicken would walk off the pen or pencil like it didn't give a fuck. It was really weird. It was really weird. Now, that kind of escalated after a little while. I'm ashamed to say that it definitely escalated, and it went to a knife, you know, and they were stabbing the chickens, and bits of the wings, you know, feathers are flying, and the chickens just didn't give a shit. That's the fucked up part, and I'm gonna say that one or two more times as the story goes on. The chickens just did not give a fucking shit. And there's my roommate had this big ass banana knife. If you don't know what a banana knife is, look it the fuck up. It's really easy to find. It's a big ass fucking steel knife. It's like a sword size, but not a sword. And he hit one of these chickens right dead in the middle of the fucking chicken head, and it split open, and you could see brain. You could see the fucking brain, and the chicken didn't care. Like, the chicken just simply did not give a fuck. It was amazing. He just pack little bits of brain fucking coming out. Pack. And we started to freak out a little bit at that point, but not real bad. So, you know, the other two chickens ended up being decapitated. I just tried to gloss over that real quick. I'm sorry. No, we cut off those chickens' heads. We whack. Totally got chopped off the chicken head. And the chickens did not care. And you know, you can say that and like, oh, they died, oh, they don't care anymore. No, they didn't. They just didn't care. Like, the bodies still fucking walked around packing and shit. The beaks moving like they're doing it. It was fucking weird. It was very, yeah. And I'm not joking. Like, the chickens did not care, and it wasn't like a chicken with the head cut off, fucking running around. They didn't do that, and they didn't stop. Like, they were pecking at the ground. The bodies were acting like they were pecking at the ground, and the heads were making the same fucking motions. And they were like, I say that they're peepings, but like, the heads were making a little bit of noise, but the bodies were like bubbled out of the neck because they were making the effort of peeping, and they didn't stop at all. And it freaked us out, so we shut them up there in the closet, and for 3 days, 3 fucking days, those things didn't stop, shuffling around, bubbling, making noises, pecking at the ground. So one day, my roommate Patty fucking had enough, and he picked them up and threw them out in the goddamn dumpster. And he said they got up and walked around, and I fully fucking believe it. And I'm fairly convinced that to this day, those motherfucking chickens are somewhere in a dumpster nearby Lafayette, Indiana. Mostly decomposed and just flattened and compressed. half fossilized in a garbage hump, and they're still just twitching and moving. And that's the goddamn chicken story. Parts of it that are funny and then it goes bad, but honest to God, I think we might have stopped the goddamn zombie apocalypse by burying those motherfucking undead chickens. That's it. That's the story. I'm gonna have to think about this and try to tell it better later, but that's the goddamn chicken story.